last chapter, heavy weather gave me a great challenge crossing the North Atlantic.
We are sailing again.
From Iceland to the beautiful Faroe Islands.
That's the first side of land of Faroe Islands.
I was thrilled to be back in more easterly longitudes, closer to Norway and home, as my health had played many tricks on me, developing Crohn's disease since departing Norway almost 9 weeks ago. But still hanging in there, I was preparing for another tough go on the big oceans.
Okay, welcome back to another video sailing from Faroe Islands, Tórshavn, to Lerwick, Shetland this time. It's the next last leg before I'm getting home to Norway. And Tessie is ready. We're gonna have some good headwinds on our nose, but we're gonna also I think we're gonna maintain the bow to Shetland. It's southwesterly winds and we are going southeast, so it should be doable. We'll see. So I've prepped her with jibsail, the inner forestay jibsail, and a couple of reefs in the main, I think, and then we're all good to go. And I'm starting early today. It's 0700 and I'm invited to a cafe called, or a restaurant called Fjæra in Shetland, and we have a reserved table for 7:45, so I have 36 hours on me, and that should be just doable now, so that's fine. Hello Sony. Yeah, so let's go.
My good friend Sony helped me out with the lines and wished me the best of luck on my way.
Next time.
Until next time, Sony, Tórshavn and Faroe Islands. Outside the harbor, the mainsail got prepared with 2 reefs and the jibsail hoisted on the inner forestay. I was expecting this journey to be quite fresh and windy.
So that's the sails up finally, and we are on our way. And we're just passing a American submarine, really cool. We're doing some drills out in the sound here between Tórshavn and Nolsøy, just out here. So go US Navy.
So as we leave the Faroese coast behind and set the bow offshore, let's have another look at my fantastic sponsor NordVPN. They have supported me throughout this journey and has been a great contribution to making it all happen. Cybersecurity is getting more and more important as we speak. I've experienced this the hard way myself by having my YouTube channel hijacked several times the last years. And let me tell you, even for Vikings, this is scary stuff. That's where NordVPN comes in strong. Using their powerful cybersecurity tools as web protection, file protection and threat protection, you are ensured to be safe against malware, trackers and malicious downloads. In addition, NordVPN also encrypts your IP address, so no one with bad intentions can find you to make harm. As you travel, you can easily change your virtual location to unlock your favorite show or other online streams. So download the app, create an account and stay safe online. Take advantage of NordVPN's exclusive offer and head over to nordvpn.com/Erik Aanderaa, and there is no risk involved with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Now let's head way offshore and see if we can make that dinner reservation. Once again, my legs were soaked with seawater, not wearing my sea boots as we entered offshore oceans.
Healing over, alright?
But even just changing socks and getting the boots on is quite the task in these conditions.
It's so hard when it goes up and down, left and right. Okay, let's go out and have some fun.
We were flying offshore, and already 12 miles off the Faroe rocks, the fun could start.
Oh wow, this is really nice to see. It's a couple of meter, 1.5 meter wave, and we're flying the jibsail, and 2 reefs and the mainsail, and the boat's going perfectly. Almost 7 knots, and we'll be ETA Shetland about 8 o'clock tomorrow, 7 o'clock tomorrow, English time I hope. So it's just in time to reach the restaurant on Fjara and the reserve table. So it's just to lounge on, full throttle, and give it everything we got. Get on with it. Wow. Sharp waves, 7 knots. Woo!
It's important to keep everything neat and tight in this weather. Any vibration or shaking in sails or rig will eventually break something. Murphy's Law, I guess.
So I'm just gonna release the sheet here. Let's see. Something like that.
All my lines for halyards and mainsail reefing is placed on the rooftop deck behind the mast.
A little more.
It can be quite challenging to get the job done on a moving boat in big waves, but once it's done, it's a good feeling.
Oh, that's much better.
And we can sail on.
Okay. Oh, I just have to go on that bow. It's so much fun in those waves. Just getting completely soaked. I love it. What an amazing way to spend your lifetime. Wow. Those bad habits again. Alright, let's have a break. It's taking its toll on the body in these waves. Sausage, perfect for sailing.
the weather gods decided to turn things up a notch, peaking winds around 30 knots. It was time to have a look at the weather menu.
I forgot to download the latest weather reports and predict wind, so I need to do that now. So I hope it doesn't get very much worse than this, but we'll see.
While waiting for the download, I let out the mainsail as Tessie was getting overpowered.
This is the one.
I could expect 25 to 30 knots into starboard bow the next 6 hours. Then the winds would slow down to 80 knots from west-southwest.
And then I'm on Shetland. That's good enough for me. Had some money in my pocket and totally dry.
It's funny when you're exhausted and hungry enough. Everything tastes good.
Meat soup. What do you think about that? That's really good.
Sometimes it's a little too good.
No. At some point you just
And I get carried away,
eat too good.
stuffing my face.
That bloody leaking again from somewhere, a hatch or some window, whatever. Okay, let's take a nap and have somewhat control of the boat on the cameras. Oh.
Along we went, beautifully cruising wave after wave, with the sound of the sea and some seagulls as our company. Only to be interrupted of another call of nature.
Busy time. Somehow the boat is one piece lighter. Maybe that could gain some speed. So we are at below 80% on the power, so there's no need to drain the batteries anymore. We need to take that water charger thing in the sea. Okay. Just gonna turn the wheel, turn the boat up against the wind, lose the speed, deploy the button C, and then back onto course, back onto speed. Let's see how this goes.
With that done, we could plow on across the ocean.
Coffee break. wind has come down a little bit, so the jibsail is a little bit too small to keep an efficient speed. We're lying around 6 knots. And I'm trying to drag out some of the Genoa to have a twin foresail, but we're going a little bit too much up against the wind. So it's not effective. It's too much turbulence between the sails. That's why I think I'm gonna drop the jib and roll out more of the Genoa to get some speed. Well, that's heaps better. Perfect. There we go. Whew.
And with that done, we could plow on across the oceans towards Shetland.
Good morning. 4 o'clock. 55 nautical miles left, and we are a little bit off course. And I've been also watching the Oscar system, and it's fantastic to be able to see what's in front of you. But there has been no alarms, no boats, so let's go out and have a little bit of a sail check. Moving along. So it looks like I'm gonna reach the reserve table on Fjara, and that's amazing. That's it. So, good morning again in daylight. 30 nautical miles to go and we can see the beautiful Shetland now finally. It's been so long, and it's great to feel a little bit like home again, to feel that I'm closing into Norway. This is just one last leg now, then it's done. But we still have 50 nautical miles to go to Lervik, because we need to go through Youll Sound and down the east side of the country before we enter Lervik. So I think about 6 o'clock tonight, 1800, we're gonna be there.
Even if I had reached the coast of Shetland, I was not completely off the hook. To get inshore, I had to pass the Groony rocks guarding the entrance in between the Shetland Isles. Although they are some incredible looking rocks, they represent the possibility for great danger for a small boat like mine. I had the choice to pass them on the outer north side or sail through the sound between the Gruny Rocks and the Shetland coast. This is a dangerous place to pass, known for its violent tidal streams creating big, dangerous waves. After my almost fatal experience with the tidal streams at Mykines on Faroe Islands last year,
Just had the scariest time of my life.
I did not feel the need for another shot going through this, as it did instill a good portion of fear in me.
Then we just leave the hydro in as it is and push right through.
Anyway, I convinced myself it couldn't get any worse than Mykines and put all my money on a safe passage through the inner sound.
So as we're closing in, I'm going to go inside the Gruny Rocks. I was a little bit afraid of it because on the navionics chart it says that on the outside it's a lot of current, ocean waves. But I think if I sneak myself on the inside, there's no waves, according to navionics. So, well, let's see. It's a shortcut, but let's see if it comes out.
I took the wheel to hand steer for better control. Waves and winds were directly on my stern, but the 2-3 knot current were against me. That means waves are building up. Luckily, I got here a couple of hours before it was peaking at its strongest. With full sails and full throttle on the engine, I gave it all I got to get through the sound as quick as possible. I did not know what I was getting myself into, but I had a feeling I had picked the shortest straw again and prepared for a wild ride. It's no secret I was pretty stressed at this point, constantly looking over my shoulder to see if any freak waves were building up to get me. With 3-4 knots boat speed over ground, we slowly passed the sound.
Currents were against me, about 2 knots.
And eventually the waves come down. And so did the skipper.
So now it's down Youll Sound. I'm using full power now, sail and engine, to get upstreams. The current is coming against me with, at the worst, 2-3 knots in the narrowest sounds there in 1 hour. So I just want to keep my speed up as much as possible. Oh crap! We got in the sound, Youll Sound, when the current is at the strongest against us, of course. So we're doing. We've been down to 2.5 knots. Now we are 3 knots, and boat speed is 7.4. 2, 3. Full sail and engine. Finally, we're out of the current. Terrible! Wow, up to 4.7 knots against us. 2 knots boat speed. It's the boy I was crashing into on my way to Faroe Islands some weeks ago, going the other way. I was trying to film this little thing out here.
Having finished 36 hours of tough sailing, seeing my beloved town of Lervik was heartwarming. This is really my home away from home, still being 200 nautical miles from Norway. And having fantastic friends like Ashley greeting me with beers and champagne, what more do you need? And if you ever wondered, yes, I got just in time for the dinner reservation to enjoy my cod together with a beautiful gin and tonic.
Okay, thank you for watching. I hope I didn't get you too seasick out there, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I just want to say a big thank you for all the support you have provided me and my work. It's very time demanding to do all the sailing, and it's challenging, and making all the videos, it takes time. So I'm sorry I'm not uploading more than once a month. It's just not time for it. I have my, as you know, my Crohn's disease. Need some attention on the hospital, in and out, so I have to take the editing in between, but that's fine. Without your support, this just wouldn't be possible, so thank you so much. So if you want to do some support, you can do it on Patreon, my Patreon site, or you can donate whatever funds on my PayPal, or of course you can get yourself some of the NBJS merchandise. It means a lot to me. Links in the video description. Please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment and a like, whatever, everything to help to get the channel and videos up in the algorithms. That's a great way to support as well. Just for fun, here is the editing board. This is what the whole film looks like. Many are asking about how I do this, and well, yeah, it's a lot.
All my lines for halyards and mainsail reefing is placed on the rooftop deck behind the mast.
It is some clips put together here, and soundtracks and sound effects and everything, and yeah, it's a fairly big job. Okay, see you soon. Goodbye for now.
So follow my last leg back across the windy North Sea, home to Haugesund, Norway, in next video. See you soon, Erik.